Hi, and welcome to today's episode. It's another episode tailored to making your events the best ones out there. My name is Jane, and I'm your host for this podcast, and I work as a growth hacker for Eventify. Today, I want to talk about pre-scheduling event meetings. Nowadays, it's unthinkable not to offer an option for scheduling meetings digitally. But you might think, what exactly is pre-scheduling if you've never heard of it before? Well, think about it as crafting a personalized agenda for each attendee coming to your event and then matching them with the most compatible meeting partners. You could see it as like a matchmaking service, but then for professionals. So for professional purposes. By pre-scheduling meetings, you're actually streamlining the networking process. So you make it easier for people to make meaningful connections. And you do that without having the hustle of figuring out when people can meet, where they can meet, what people to meet in the first place. So you make it a very streamlined and easy process if you use matchmaking for pre-event scheduling. So instead that people come to your event and they don't know anyone and they don't know who they're going to meet, they already know that they come there prepared and they know at what time they're going to meet whom and where they're going to meet. So that's perfect. There are a lot of benefits of using pre-scheduling events meetings, such as that it saves time, it is productive, and it leads to better team connections as well. So plus, when you think about it, post-COVID nowadays, people are used to meeting people more digitally, to scheduling meetings online. So especially when you have an online conference or an online meeting happening, you might want to consider having the option for people to meet digitally and to pre-schedule their meetings already, because it's something that they want to right now and which is happening already. So if you want to serve your clients' needs or your attendees' needs, I would definitely look into pre-scheduling events meetings. So if you want to know more and you're looking into what kind of tools are out there, then what can you expect from the latest meeting schedulers? Well, first of all, automated scheduling is something that you want the software out there to be able to provide. Because if you don't have that feature, it's not necessarily a great option, because this feature stands out. It's, you want to have the ability to automate the scheduling process for your attendees, because that's what makes it interesting. It makes it save money, time. So that's something that you want to have. So instead of endlessly going back and forth, emailing what time is available for both attendees, you can now automate that process. So you can have the calendars of your attendees sync, and then the platform will choose the available time slots that are available with both of the participants, or they can either choose the time slots that they want to pick for their meetups. Next to that, you want your software to be able to integrate with the calendar platforms that are out there. So think about Google Calendar, Outlook, and Apple Calendar. And you want the software to seamlessly integrate with those platforms, at least those platforms for sure. Then you want your software to be able to customize meeting parameters. And parameters could be things such as the meeting duration, how long should a meeting take and how long does it need to be, the buffer time between the appointments for people, and for example, specifying preferred meeting locations or maybe perhaps virtual platforms such as Zoom or Google Meet. The other thing that software should have is a real-time availability update sequence, part of the app. So that means that if there are any updates on like the location, or somebody cannot attend, or they want to push the meeting for 10 minutes, both participants are going to get a change, and they see it in the latest schedule and the appointment that's in there. So that's something that you want to look for as well. And then lastly, you want to make sure that the software is available on cross-platform. So it means they can access it on a desktop, they can access it on a laptop, tablet, smartphone, whatever device they're using. They should be able to check their scheduled meetings that they have planned. So by now, I can imagine you'd like to get started with online event scheduling software. But where do you start? Well, I will tell you. First of all, you want to select the appropriate tool. And to do that, you need to consider factors such as specific needs, budget, and features that are offered by the different tools and based on what you need as well for your event. So look for software that at least offers automated scheduling, integration with calendar platforms, customizable meeting parameters, and robust communication tools. So popular options mostly include Calendly, Doodle, Acuity Scheduling, Schedule Once, and Time Trade. And then after you selected the right software, start putting it to use. So first of all, you want to familiarize yourself with the software. You have to take some time to get to know all the features, what's possible, how they function, and how the meeting software actually schedules meetings. So you want to make sure that you're the expert and you know what the software enables you to do, so you can actually bring it across to the participants and attendees that are going to make use of the software. So then you want to customize the meeting parameters. So you want to tailor everything within the software to meet your event specific requirements. So customize the meeting durations that you have available. It could be like 30 minutes, 60 minutes. Make the slots available that you want to have available, and try all the other parameters so that you will make sure that you meet the needs of both the participants as the organizers. Then you want to make sure that you promote early registration. You want to promote your attendees to register ahead and schedule the meetings early, because if they do, then you have an easier job in planning all the logistics, and it allows the participants and the attendees to secure their preferred meeting times with the people that they want to meet, so they can maximize their engagement and their time during the event. So that's something that you definitely want to take into your communication plan when it comes to your event. Well, then comes the providing of the clear instructions. So you know how the app works or the software works. Now it's up to you to tell that to your participants. So make sure you have some kind of tutorial or a clear instruction video or support resources such as PDFs or documents, or maybe even a support team ready to help the people register for the app, and also how tell them how to schedule their appointments that they're looking to schedule. Then the next thing you want to do is take advantage of the automated reminder feature provided by the software to send timely reminders so participants won't forget about their upcoming meetings. This will help you to reduce no-shows, and it will ensure participants are prepared and punctual for the scheduled appointment, leading to all the attendees being more satisfied in general about your event, because no-shows are very disappointing and you want to avoid that. Then what you want to do is you want to facilitate networking opportunities. So you want to encourage the people who are coming to your event to explore the profiles on your software and to proactively reach out to schedule meetings with other potential collaborators or industry peers. And another good way to do that is actually matchmaking, and I will talk about that a little later in this episode, so hang in there. Then what you want to do as an organizer, you want to monitor meeting analytics, because this will give you a lot of insights about the attendees, their engagement and interaction. So if you analyze that data, you will identify trends, you will evaluate the success of your event, and you can use that data for making decisions for your future events. You can optimize all the things that you're doing in this event for the future one. Lastly, what you want to do, you want to collect feedback. So not only look at the data that you got, but also look at the feedback that people are giving you. So gather feedback from the participants about their experience using the app or the software, and then ask also what can be improved so you can do that better next time. Now, if you want to take pre-scheduling to the next level and you want to stand out as an event organizer, then I would suggest to use matchmaking algorithms, because that's a huge benefit for both your attendees and your exhibitors. Why? Because one of the key benefits of using matchmaking algorithms is you're making it possible to facilitate personalized matching between attendees, and you take out a clunk of time for people to actually do that process themselves. So what matchmaking algorithms do is they actually analyze a couple of factors. So when people start using your matchmaking process, they have to fill in a profile, and this profile will have some interests, some preferences, availabilities, and just basically you can, as an attendee, you can fill in who you would like to meet and what you're interested in the upcoming event. So what the matchmaking software or AI does is actually matching the profiles that have the similar interests or similar desires for meeting people at the event. So that will, you as an event planner will ensure that the attendees actually can connect with the most suitable meeting partners, and that will lead up to the most productive and engaging interactions that you are looking for. So that's a huge win if you can actually make that possible. It will save a lot of time for the attendees, and it will make the best matches possible that they maybe either couldn't have found because they couldn't find the right profiles or something like that, due to time, due to not being able to find them because of the software doesn't support it, etc. So I would definitely look into a pre-scheduling software that has the matchmaking option available. One of those softwares out there or an app is Eventify that will offer you the matchmaking option. So I would definitely look into that if you're interested in this very beneficial extra feature. So in short, using matchmaking algorithms for meetings ultimately enhances attendee satisfaction and engagement, and that's what you're looking for. So it might take some time and some effort and some learning maybe to get used to matchmaking and familiar to the software, but in the end it will pay off because you will maximize the value of your participant in the event, and that will lead them to coming back to your next event. So that's eventually what you want, right? You want happy participants, and you want them to come back. So if this was a helpful podcast, let us know, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.